A very good morning, dear students. Ninth graders, I hope you are fine. In today's session, we are continuing with next chapter, that is from part A. Chapter name is, it is chapter number 2. Chapter name is self-management skills, and it is given on your page number 48. It is session 1. So in this session, we will cover about what is self-management, what are the benefit or results of self-management, how to manage yourself, and what are the factors that will affect your self-management skills. So first topic, what it is self-management. Self-management in the simple way, to manage yourself. You have to manage yourself. It means you have to decide what to do, when to do, how to do. These are under the category of self-management. It includes the skill for achieving the specific goal. The purpose of managing yourself is to find out the goal and achieve the goal for success of your life. That is the first concept. It includes the skill of achieving the goals. Second, it helps to become a successful learner, because there is no expert in whole life. Full life is completion of learning process. So it helps to become a successful learner if you are having the capability of self management. Third point, it helps to take the responsibility. Responsibility mean to say you will become a responsible person. You can take initiative. You can speak that I am taking the responsibility of this task. This is under the category of self-management. Now, which concepts are included in self-management? In self-management, you can do your goal setting, you can manage your time, and you can plan for future and current also. So these concepts are covered under the concept of self-management. First point is goal setting, second is time management, and third point is planning for current and future. Now, after doing the management of your life, after planning, after discussing, after managing the time, what are the positive response or results of self-management? What are the benefits of self-management? The first benefit, it helps to control your emotions. It means you will be emotionally strong. In emotion, it can be your happiness, sadness, angerness. So it will provide you the confidence. So it will help to control your emotion. You will not be more aggressive, because you will complete your time on, you will complete your work on right time. If you are completing on work right time, you will not be aggressive. So your emotions will be controlled. Second point, make you more organized. If you are having the skill of managing yourself, it means you can perform every task in a well managed way. Like, you have to manage the time. So you will become a best time manager if you have the capability of self management. You can manage each activity schedule, when to perform, how to perform, and for how much time it is performed. Third point, important discipline or impart discipline. Impart discipline, it means it will help to be more disciplined for a person. If you are working in a company environment and company is providing you any task and you are completing that task on right time, it means you are creating discipline for a company. You are a responsible person for a company. You are having more discipline for your work. And fourth one is assist to achieve the goal. It also make pressure on a person to achieve the specific goal. If you have decided your goal, if you have find out your goal, you have designed your goal, so after find out the goal, after setting the goal, it will make pressure to find achieve that goal. Like you have planned, I'll get 95% in ninth grade. So it is your goal. Whenever you will find out I have to get 95, I have to get 95, then it will make pressure on your mind. So it will help to achieve the goals. And fifth point, boost self-confidence. If you have the capability of managing yourself, if you are having confidence, if you are have planning, you have time management, it will increase your confidence level. Definitely, you will be more confident when you will present in front of others. And sixth point, always you will get respect if you are completing your time, completing your work on right time. It means if you are achieving the goal, you are managing the time, you are doing proper planning, so everybody will give respect to you. You will work like a team leader, you will work like a manager. So it is the best goal of your life Self-management will provide you the energy to do work on right time at right place with confidence, with respect level, with achieving goal, with proper discipline, and make a person more organized and control your emotions. So next topic is self-management skills. Now next topic is self-management skills. In self-management skills, we include the three major factors. First factor is initiative, second is organization, and third is accountability. What is initiative? It means to take the initiative, to start the specific task, to start up for a new project. If you are having the skill of self-management, then you can start up any new project, you can start up any new business, you can start up new any activity. So it is the concept of initiative. So initiative is most important part for your life. If you want to start up for a new specific business or new activity, it will provide you the confidence level, that is self-management. So how to start the initiative? There are different ways to start the initiative. Start a project. At first you will start the project. Afterward, when you are getting time, in between if you are free for some time, do a course in the spare time. In free time you can start up a course, you can do the training part, and you can complete your task on the right time. Volunteering. What is volunteering? Volunteer means to say a leader, team leader. You will find out the capability as a team leader. So you should find out the specific feature. It means you can work as a team leader. It provides the functionality to work as a volunteer. And fourth point, if you want to learn new thing, in that case you can complete your life skill training. It means if you want to do the training for future, you want to learn new ideas, you want to learn new training session, you want to learn new features, so in that case initiative is the part. Till the time you will not initiate, till the time you will not start, how it will be complete, and whole life you will having the specific skill. Next concept is organizing. Organize means to say manage. How to manage the activities? For managing the activity, the first point that is required, the major point, it is time. If you have the capability to manage the activity on right time with a proper time management system, that is the concept of organization. Like if a school teacher give you the assignment to prepare a homework for prepare a timetable for your grade. If you are having the skill of time management, then you can easily make a specific task, you can easily perform that task. So organization can be performed by different methods. First one is it will provide the functionality to manage the time according to the requirement of organization. You will be able to manage a pre-planned activities, what to do on which time, and planning. Planning is the second concept. If you are having the capability of management, if you are having a skill of time management, then definitely you can plan for current also and you can plan for future also. So it provides a positiveness to plan for current and future activities. So a complete absence of planning will only lead to the problem. If in a company there is no planning, then company will suffer a lot, even company can get failed. So it will help to plan for a company by using the time management. Scheduling and prioritizing. Scheduling means to say time schedule you have to manage. Like you are working for 8 hours in any company, so you will be able to manage these 8 hours. Which process I will do first, which process I will do later on. That is known as prioritizing. You will give the priority, you will give the preference to the task. Which task is more important and which task is less important. This is the third method, scheduling and prioritizing. You can make the proper time schedule and you can give the priority to each task. And fourth point, that is setting targets and goals. It will help to set up your final target, what you want to achieve and what is your goal for future. So it will help to manage all the time management activities, planning, scheduling and prioritizing, and it will help to manage your final goal, what to achieve, when to achieve and how to achieve. You can set your target and goals. Now third concept is accountability. Accountability and responsibility both are same things. So in the concept of self-management skill, if you are having the capability of accountability or responsible person, so it will help to manage your decision making process. You will be able to take your own decision on right time. You will become responsible for these decision making process. It means if decision is correct, then you are also responsible. If decision is wrong, in that case you are also responsible. So you will become a responsible person for a specific task. That is the major concept. It means you will get the priority in a company. And second point, it reduces the unproductive behavior. It means that is useless, that is not beneficial for company or not for business. So it will help to reduce the unproductive behavior. You will try to produce the productive work, you will try to achieve the productive or quality work. So it will reduce your unproductive behavior. You can you can work in a professional way, because suppose a company will give you the opportunity to manage the team of 10 members, and 10 members knows that you are a well time manager, you can plan accordingly, so they will also try to provide the task on right time. So accountability is to take the responsibility for a specific task. Now one more concept is there, that is self-management skills in school and education. There are a lot of ways to improve your initiative and accountability at school level and get the organized. So what are the different ways? Then you can speak, I am a self-management person. How you can manage your school and college activities. That is next topic, that is given on page number 51. So which points are covered? Which points are under the category of self-management skill for schools and organizations for education? You can show initiative by starting a new project. If you are having the skill of self-management, you can start up a new project at right time, anytime. So provide the opportunity to start a new project. This is the first benefit of accountability and time management and organizing. Second, you can volunteer for charity events. Suppose school want to conduct an event for charity for specific area. You can work as a volunteer. You have a capability to become as a team leader, so you can work as a volunteer. It is a concept of volunteering for schools and education. Third point, if you are doing a group project as well as building your teamwork skill, so you can learn from someone. It helps to learn new things. It helps to learn new ideas. Fourth point, that is getting homework out of the way. Getting homework out of the way, it means you can finish your work without any stress. If you are a well manager, time management you can do, it will leave you stress free and with more free time on your hand. If you are managing time, it means you are sparing time for yourself. It helps to spare the time for multiple stress free activities. You can work alone without any stress. And next point, as an organized person, you will keep your timetable secure. Always, whenever you are making your timetable, you will make it in a secure way. It means whenever you want to give break, you can take the break accordingly. You can manage your schedule accordingly, which time is most perfect for you people. And making lists and study notes in advance. It helps to prepare study notes in advance. If you are a well organizer and time manager, prepare study notes in advance. Moreover, we can speak being able to break big chunk of revision. You will save time for revision of your academic part, revision of syllabus, if you are a good time manager. So building self management at school level will help you to prepare for big events, help you to get a better balance of work, study, and helps you to get more out of your school experience. You can learn a lot from self management skill in at school level and education level. So it was all about your session 1 of chapter 2, self management skill. In next video we will meet with exercise part of session 1 and session 2. Dear students, if you are facing any problem in any part, in any specific topic, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number. It is 999118890. You can put me any WhatsApp message. I will reply it on the same number. So thank you. Have a nice day for this session. Thank you so much.